You must do it. In my opinion, it is a must do when you are in Tokyo, Japan. Okay, hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. So for those of you who don't know, I did just get back from Tokyo, Japan with my dad. It was such a special experience because he did used to live there as a boy for a few years. So I got to see like some of the places he used to live and see his old Japanese nanny / interpreter after 50 years. So some of that stuff is like super special to me, very personal, but I really wanted to share with you some of my favorites of Tokyo that you actually might want to do and see and enjoy and stuff like that. And I didn't just want to tell you, but I did want to just kind of sit down and do something a little bit more personal, a little more one-on-one, but I also wanted to show you. So I'm going to be showing you tons and tons of videos as I'm talking to you so you can really see what I'm talking about and really understand what it feels like to go to some of these places and really enjoy it. So with that being said, let's get started. So we actually stayed in Ikebukuro and we stayed at the Sunshine Prince Hotel, which is actually connected to the Sunshine Prince Mall. So this wasn't like at the top of my list, but since we stayed there, it was something that was really awesome to do. And in this mall, it's not just a mall, but there's also like some convenience stores and stuff. So it's really cool if you're trying to get souvenirs or gifts or stuff for people to go shopping, and you can see true Japanese fashion. Like you're going to get the whole scene, the whole everything. Okay, so another really cool thing that we did is we went to where the Imperial Palace grounds are, which was awesome. I have heard that the tours aren't really worth doing. They don't show you much and stuff. And we did go like around where the Imperial Palace is. Now, mind you, they do still have an emperor living there. So there are people there, and that's probably why they don't show you as much as like some of the tours in the States would probably show you. But if you go to the gardens, you can see that completely free of admission. So me and my dad did do the gardens. It was beautiful. You're in nature. You're just kind of strolling along and stuff. To say that you were there and to see some of that stuff and the culture and really know the history of it, I thought was really special. So if you have time, I definitely recommend that you go to the gardens, and it is something really cheap that you can do with your family and everything. And they also have like an art museum that was in there, so we did go through the art museum. I was not allowed to take pictures or videos, so unfortunately I can't show that to you. But again, that is another really cool thing to see, like all the artifacts and everything like that. Okay, so this next thing that we did, I know is awesome, and people freaked when I posted pictures and videos and stuff of this, and I am going to do an entire video on what we did and how we did it and how awesome it is, and you're literally going to see the entire thing from our perspective. But it is on multiple cameras, so it's going to take me a little bit longer to edit, but that video is coming very soon. Now with that being said, I'm not going to go into too much detail on this, but I will tell you exactly what it is, and that is Maricar. Now Maricar is basically like real life Mario Kart. Now obviously they have no connection to Nintendo, and they let you know they don't have any connection to Nintendo, but it really is like real life Mario Kart. You get to pick out your costume of what you choose, and they're all one size, so they have a bunch of different costumes. And then you get into this little go-kart, and you will literally be driving down the Ginza, which is like this major street, major highway, which is insane. It is insane that you do this, and you go as a group, and you are literally driving down this Ginza with all these huge cars and stuff. It is such a crazy experience. Now I will say that some people have been kind of calling it a little bit controversial as to the safety and things like that. So I don't know how long Maricar is going to still be operating. So if you do want to do this and you do think this is fun, I say go do it ASAP, because you never know how long it's going to be around, and it was awesome. But really do be looking out for that video on what to do and how to do it and everything about Maricar, because I will break the entire experience down, and you must do it. In my opinion, it is a must do when you are in Tokyo, Japan. Okay, so this next one is so cool, but I know I'm going to butcher the name, so I do apologize. I am going to put it on the screen because I know it's going to sound awful. I think it's called like the Suzuki Fish Market. I don't know, again, it's on the screen, but this fish market is so cool. It is blocks of all the stuff. There are like Japanese knives there that you can see them personally like stone carving and cutting and everything. They have different shops and sales. They have different foods and sushi and kebabs and everything that you can possibly think of that's there is there. Now this was amazing. And you know, when I go to the States and I've been to kind of fish markets before, they tend to have like a very funny smell. And to be quite honest, I was actually really surprised with the fish market. Most of the places did not smell bad at all, smelled just fine. Some of the food smelled amazing. Now, obviously, there's a couple places that you'll kind of get like, ooh, that's a bit fishy. But all in all, really doesn't smell bad, and it is so cool to see all the different foods, to see all the people, and you're just kind of swimming in all these people and looking at everything going on. It is amazing. And you will just get like little tasters as you're going of people's foods and trying stuff, and it is just such an awesome way to really dive into the culture and actually interact with some of the people, because for the most part, Japanese people are very shy. So a lot of times you're not going to interact with them much unless you really try, and it's gonna be like a little bit of a softer conversation, if any. And at the fish market, it was really easy to actually talk with people, and there's more people that actually know English. So when you're there, that's going to be a very social way. It's just gonna be like all around like a whole cultural immersion. Like, I can't go into this enough, but it is an awesome experience. Okay, so another thing that we did that was so awesome, and it's kind of similar to the fish market, but it's inside, and it's actually kind of considered like a department store sort of thing. So when you go into the Ikebukuro station, the train station, there's like this department store, and you'll find like a placard that will tell you what's on which level and stuff, so you can go shopping for all sorts of stuff. But I really wanted to look for like gifts and food and something around that, and we were looking for sweet potato. So in the Japanese culture, they use sweet potato for a lot of desserts, and my dad kind of grew up with it, and so he was trying to bring it back for my sister. So we were looking everywhere for the sweet potato. So I want to say it was in the basement floor, on the basement level. But when you get down there, there is like little like kiosks, kind of that you would see in like in one of our malls, like how you would see like the cell phone kiosks or something. There's kind of like these all over the place, and each one has like their own food, whether it's like sushi or desserts. And they have like a whole section for desserts and then a whole section for like normal common foods and stuff. They have like deli foods, fried foods, like everything you can think of foods. And I'm just going and we're drooling. And my dad's Japanese nanny, Chieko, is showing us around this entire place. So in my videos, we're just like following her around. I'm trying to see everything. There's people moving, there's food, it smells so good. And I did get sushi while I was there. And let me just tell you, this is the best, freshest sushi I have ever had. The rice was so good. The fish was just like butter. Like, I can't even describe to you, but this was the best sushi. It didn't even need anything but itself. And I did get nigiri, and it was just just the food over there is so good. And of course, there's a few outliers. There's some stuff that I ate that I'm like, I don't need to eat that again. But all in all, I highly recommend you step out of your comfort zone, you try a ton, and just everything there was so awesome. And I did have sweet potato cheesecake. Couldn't even tell that was out of sweet potato. So awesome. Okay, so one of the last things on my list that we did manage to get in was Shinjuku. So we went to Shinjuku at night, and Shinjuku is nightlife all over the place. It is kind of like what you would think American nightlife is, but in Japan. And I do know that there is some other places that I really wanted to see and kind of get the Harajuku feel and stuff, but we didn't manage to get that in because we were pressed on time. But if you are in the same light rail area, all these places go on the green line. So when you're navigating, everything I'm naming to you is very easy to get through from the same train line, whether you're going one way or the other way. So easy. So Shinjuku is awesome. You're going to get the whole nightlife. Now again, Japanese culture is pretty shy, so you're not going to get as many people talking to you unless you really go and step out of your comfort zone to talk with them. But it's awesome for drinks. It's awesome to kind of bar hop. There's obviously shopping and stuff. There's food, and we did eat there. We had some kind of like kebab thing with rice. I don't really know. It was awesome, and our waiter there was so funny. But Shinjuku is just a real way to see like the nightlife and to see everything going on. And it is really funny because I did observe that like the Japanese people usually wear very like conservative stuff, very neutral colors, a lot of blacks, a lot of browns, a lot of gray tones. And then when you see them at night, it is another story. It is so cool. It's so impressive. They do have like cafes like the Robot Cafe and things like that, which I did take pictures of the outside and stuff, and it was very cool. We did not go inside of it because I was trying to see everything I could possibly see. I didn't want to just stay at one place. But Shinjuku at night is so awesome to see the real nightlife of everything going on. So I hope you really did enjoy some of these things, and if you did, give this video a thumbs up. If there's anything in this video that you yourself want to do, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, and feel free to reach out to me if you need any help navigating around. If you have favorites, comment them down below because I am definitely going back. There's so much more that I want to see that I hadn't gotten to see yet. But it was so awesome. And please subscribe to my channel. I post a ton of travel content, tips, tricks, travel secrets, a lot of flight attendant stuff, and some really good stuff. And look out for that Maricar video because it will be coming very, very soon. So thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you'll have a great day. Bye.